Tune into ET now. This is Market Fatafat's first edition with me, Karunya Rao. This is, of course, the most comprehensive market wrap where we promise to spot, or rather help you spot, the hottest movers in the stock market. And over the next half hour, we'll take you through the top buzzers and tell you where the big trends are emerging. Right now, looking at the markets, it's fairly muted for the benchmark. Sensex is down by about 55 odd points. Nifty is as flat can be. Even the broader end of the market is looking very subdued. Mid cap is showing some green shoots, up about 0.2%, but small cap is also completely flat in the trade. Energy and infra indices are definitely putting some pressure on the market. What's capping the downside is media, metal and auto as well as public sector names. Let's welcome on board my colleagues from the research desk, Soumya as well as Vivek, who are joining us. And for the technicals, we have Samit Chavan from Angel Broking. Good morning, everyone. Welcome on board. Soumya, I'll start with you. Can you tell us why India Mart is in focus today?
Well, Karuna, let me just give you a perspective of this one. Ever since it has been listed, it's been on a solid upward trajectory. In fact, today itself, it has snapped 2 days of losing streak and today is gaining close to about 4%. Well, today's up move comes on back of Jeffrey's note, wherein they've initiated coverage on India Mart with a target price of 2,500 rupees per share. Well, they say that company is in a dominant B2B platform and they have strong moats given the entire competition is concerned. They are expecting a 20% of revenue CAGR over FY 20 to 22, and they believe that the company has capabilities to generate strong positive free cash flows and healthy balance sheet as well. And this up move is mainly on back of this note when they've initiated coverage on India Mart.
Okay, there you have it. In India Mart up a solid 4% as we speak. Let's talk about another stock from the broader market that we'd like to address. It's a Prestige Estates. And what's the development here? Well, what we're picking up from reports is that GIC is looking to pick up a stake in Prestige Estates worth 430 crore, and what they're looking at is a quantum of 1.3 crore shares to be bought at 323.3 rupees a piece, and that would sum up to almost 430 crore rupees worth of investment in that real estate developer. And on back of that, Prestige Estates is something we're tracking in trade. Vivek, coming to you then for Zee Entertainment, one of the biggest buzzers in trade. Tell us why.
Well, Karnya, whole host of factors as to why Zee Entertainment has been buzzing. Remember, on Friday, Zee along with Dish TV, in fact, were among the top F&O gainers. Dish TV, in fact, so much OI built up that it went into the ban. Now, you know, what has actually happened incrementally is that the company has come out with a clarification saying that, you know, some of the troubles that the company's distribution network was facing in South India are unwarranted. They said that all of the channels are available at the predefined price, and they believe that there shouldn't be any issues as far as our customers are concerned. Now, this was proving to be a bit of a hindrance as far as Zee was concerned, with a lot of issues, especially given the fact that ARPU trends are dependent on the reach of the channel. On the back of that, Zee Entertainment, on the back of these clarifications, and also some amount of buzz in the entire media pack or a short covering rally is something that is aiding the entire media pack, and Zee Entertainment is amongst the top F&O gainers today.
Absolutely, it's up a good 10% at this juncture, 10 rupees, I'm sorry, and 3.5%. Samit, coming to you for JSW Steel. Last week we saw a very stellar up move in this counter. Today also the volumes are extremely high. Is the upward trajectory likely to continue?
Yes, certainly. If you see in last couple of weeks, most of the metal names have been buzzing. Tata Steel was clearly one of the outperforming stock within this space, and JSW Steel too performed well. It is now trading around its important resistance, but looking at the overall structure, we expect this resistance of 270 to be surpassed quite soon. So one should trade with a positive bias. Those who have bought it at low level, they should trail their stop losses higher now. 250, 255 would now act as a very strong support, and once this stock surpasses 270, it would unfold the next leg of the rally. In that case, next target to watch out for would be somewhere in the zone of 285 to 288.
All right, that's JSW Steel up 1.2%. Soumya, tell us a bit more about Ultratech Cement. There were some reports doing the rounds with respect to an acquisition.
Well, that's exactly right, Karunya. In fact, we have once again reports suggesting that Ultratech Cement is leading the race to buy Imami Cement Imami Cement business. Well, they're offering close to about 6,500 to 7,000 crore in an all-cash transaction. Now, definitely given the entire slowdown and in the economy and particularly in also infra space, and the fact that there are less of capex activities that are taking place in the economy right now, I think this is a positive news that Ultratech is actually looking to expand their cement business from the current capacity of more than 117. With this acquisition, Imami has a capacity of over 8 million metric tons per annum. Well, this definitely is going to bump up their capacity once this acquisition is made, and definitely they are looking to expand in the east as well. So Ultratech's expansion drive is going to definitely augur well for the company. As of now, the stock's losing, while on the flip side we have Imami, which is gaining close to about 1.5%.
Okay, Ultratech right now trading at sub 4100 levels. 4099 is exactly where it's perched at right now. Bharti Infratel, another stock from the heavyweight index, is in focus. It's trading a bit weak as well. Do remember, tomorrow is the board meet when the Infratel management will be meeting to take stock of their merger with Indus and how exactly have they progressed on that front as far as this big combining of the two entities is concerned. But what we are picking up now from reports, even the Economic Times had come out with an article on the same, that Indus and Infratel merger may not get the government's nod in time, and that's the reason why the stock was witnessing some sell-off in the earlier part of the session. It has recovered a tad bit, but still continues to be down. Right now, trading at 253 rupees. Vivek, Ujjivan Financial, can you tell us why the stock is in focus?
Well, Karnia, again, whole host of reasons, whole host of issues that concern Ujjivan Financial Services. Now, remember, generally these particular stocks always get into the radar or come onto your screener on the back of the fact that there is a loan waiver being announced in any particular state. So now the latest update is that the Maharashtra government has ordered a loan waiver up to 2 lakhs for all of the farmers. Now, remember, what this actually means is that these companies are not impacted in terms of the actual repayments, given the fact that most of these loan waivers are passed through. But what most of the analysts on the street are saying is that, again, this is a sentiment dampener and it spoils the credit profile or the credit culture as far as the entire state is concerned. On the back of that, watch out for Ujjivan Financials. This particular stock could be in focus and could be under some pressure in today's trading session.
Right, Vivek, and right now it's also trading a bit muted. It's up, but with a very, very marginal sort of negligible quantum of gains. Samit, coming to you for BPCL, it's up almost 2% as we speak. The volumes are also very high, and do remember the stock has seen a very, very steady and a very impressive run-up from August, perhaps, when the stock was trading at 300, 310 odd levels. Right now, it's climbed up to almost 500. Can we see any blip or any pause to this rally, or is it likely to sustain?
Well, if you see, in last couple of months, stock has slipped into a consolidation mode after seeing a massive, relentless rally from the levels of 300, 320 towards 525, 40. So stock remained in a limelight in last 3-4 months. However, what we are experiencing in last couple of months is a part of that time-wise correction. It might continue for a while, but on the lower side, if you see 460, 470 is likely to act as a very strong support, and on the higher side, 530, 540, these are the next levels to watch out for.
All right, so there you have it, BPCL 1.7% higher. Soumya, coming back to you once again for a mid-cap name, that's Tata Global Beverages, and it's witnessing a good uprun today. Can you tell us why?
Well, we have a management update here, particularly pertaining to the leadership position. They've appointed Sunil D'Souza as the MD and CEO of the company. Well, he'll be taking over from Ajay Kumar Mishra. Now, this particularly is a positive development given Sunil brings along 26 years of good experience from within the consumer space to Tata Global Beverages, which is actually seeing a good up move on back of this latest development when they've appointed the MD and CEO. Now, let's see how he takes the charge of the company and what's the strategy that's what he's going to adopt when it comes to Tata Global.
2% higher for Tata Global Beverages, and the big management change is something that the market is focusing on at this point in time. Pulling up the rise with India's small case index as well, real quick to see how it's faring today. It's up 2 basis points, 582.5 is where it's trading at right now with a gain of 0.3%. Guys, request you to stay on hold with us. We'll slip into a short break. We have a couple of more stocks lined up when we come back. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're still watching Market Fatafat on ET. Now let's get on board with some of the other stocks as well. Stock number 11, IDBI Bank. Why is that in focus? Well, what we're picking up from reports is that IDBI Bank is likely to be out of the PCA, which is the Prompt Corrective Action Framework, in the fourth quarter. In fact, according to sources, some of the restrictions with regard to lending by the bank have already been eased quite recently, and with money coming in from SR Steel and expected flow from the resolution of Bhushan Power and Steel and Alok Industries, sources tell us that the bank is likely to be posting profit in Q3 and the subsequent quarter. It could also be coming out of the PCA framework. Moving on, Vivek, Concor, tell us what's the update there? Why is the stock in focus?
Well, Karnia, after a long time, we actually saw some amount of encouraging data as far as the ports traffic was concerned in December. Now, Container Corporation, remember, it is also one of the Navratnas that's on the divestment list, and the aim from the government is to divest it by the end of this financial year. So what the government has done is that it has already started roadshows in Dubai, and today is when the roadshows start, and this is for the strategic stake sale. Most important to note, where do the bids come in at and who are the interested bidders for this particular asset, and this is one of those assets that has a big moat around itself. So watch out for Container Corporation. Again, this could be a big mover in trade once more details emerge.
Let's talk about another mover in trade, which is UPL. Samit, the stock has seen a good up move and a good sustained increase in its price from 530 levels in last month and to now 590. How are you reading into the technicals of this one?
Well, Karunya, this stock has been consolidating since last 3 months. If you see, stock has done nothing. It has been consolidating around its multi-month supports of, as you rightly highlighted, 530, 540. So in last couple of months, stock formed its good base around its important support low, and today we are seeing good traction, a breakout from its recent congestion zone. So that's a positive sign, and from here on we expect this rally to continue. Wherein on the higher side, 620 is the first level to watch out for, but once the stock surpasses 620, we could see the stock even heading towards 645, 650.
Very, very bullish outlook coming in as far as UPL is concerned. The stock is up a good 2% as we speak. Soumya, fill us in on Crompton Consumer. There's been a brokerage upgrade there.
Well, yes, in fact, Antique has upgraded them to a buy with a target price of around 291 rupees per share. Well, they believe the company's overall business scenario has been improving along with the valuations which seem to be attractive at the current levels. In fact, they add that the scope of further price erosion seems very limited from here on, and they see that the business improvement scenario is across the segments. How we're talking about stock performance, it's actually currently trading flat at of gains of about 0.3%. Nevertheless, this is an upgrade which is going to definitely give a positive outlook as far as the company is concerned.
Okay, moving on then to stock number 14, Vivek. Reliance Industries continues to trade weak. Why is the stock under pressure?
Karnia, this is a very, very important development, and this is going to be one story that could dominate headlines at least for the first part of 2020. Now watch out for Reliance Industries. What they are saying is that at this point of time, the government is probably looking to stall the stake sale of Reliance Industries, the oil and gas business, to Saudi's Aramco. Now, what could happen is that, and the reason being given is that number one, the company has quite a bit of dues that are liable to the government on the PMT fields, and the government is worried that in case the stake sale does go through, the company would not have enough assets and enough cash flow to actually service those liabilities. On the back of that, Reliance too has launched a very staunch defense. However, this particular news could be extremely important to track in the coming future, and on the back of that, expect Reliance to have this particular overhang surrounding it for the coming few weeks.
Okay, that's Reliance Industries for you, trading at 1569 rupees a piece. Let's talk about a big gainer in trade. That's a Berger Paints. Sameer, it's been a very, very stellar year for Berger Paints and its investors. Do you see the stock continue moving higher?
See, looks like stock has been giving gravity-defying moves over the past 4 to 5 months. If you see its overall structure, stock has given massive rally from the levels of 360, 370, and in last couple of months has been consolidating after seeing a relentless move. So today we are seeing a first sign of strength. It looks quite encouraging, and it appears that the stock has resumed its uptrend. So from here on, this northward trajectory is likely to continue. 535, 540, these are the next levels to watch out for, and 500, 490 will now act as a very strong support.
Berger Paints right now trading higher by close to $10 a piece. Soumya, KEC International has seen a good run up. There's been a couple of developments in the recent past. Today as well, there's an update.
Well, yes, that's right, Karna. In fact, the company has won multiple orders, total aggregating of close to about 1,520 crore rupees. Well, from these orders received, the major chunk came to the company's urban transport business, which has secured an order worth over 964 crore rupees from Delhi Metro Rail Corporation. In fact, talking on the stock performance, well, this one's definitely gaining close to about 2%. It's off the day's high. Earlier part of the trading session was gaining close to about more than around 3%. But right now, off from the day's high, but still nevertheless trading in green.
Okay, that's KEC for you, up 1.7% right now. Vivek, L&T Technologies is a company that you're tracking right now. What's been the development there, and why is the stock on our radar?
Well, you know, this particular company thrives on order wins, and one more big order win is added to its kitty. Now, this particular company has got a multi-million-dollar order win from a paints, plastic and a chemical manufacturing company based in Europe. Now this company will get an entire EPC project or the EPC implementation, and this is something that augurs well as far as L&T Technology Services is concerned. Watch out for the stock. This could be an outperformer as more details emerge from this particular order win.
Okay, that's L&T Technologies trading higher by 0.8%. Let me talk about another big buzzer in trade. It's a Reliance Infrastructure. It's not a stock that we address very often or is talked about very commonly, but what the development there is that the company has won a 1,250 crore arbitration award against Damodar Valley Corporation, which is a government company. The proceeds now will be used to pay the lenders and reduce the debt. This is something that the company has reported to the exchanges with regard to this order win, as well as arbitration win, as well as how they plan to use it in order to pay back their lenders. The stock, this is not the one. I'm talking about Reliance Infrastructure, which is locked in the upper circuit, higher by 5%. If we could just quickly change and update the stock as well that we're talking about. Okay, moving right on to the next and final stock of the day, Sameet. GAIL is a big buzzer in trade. Can you tell us how do you see the chart pattern panning out?
See, if you see, this particular stock has not performed in the recent rally. In fact, it has been one of the draggers from the levels of 180 in a span of 3 months. Stock slipped towards 110. It looks like the overall correction has altered a bit, and stock is attempting to give some kind of relief move. Looks quite encouraging. At least with the short-term view, we expect a decent bounce back towards 125, 130. So those who have bought it with a momentum perspective, they should stay on. But this stock needs to surpass 130 if it has to unfold a larger rally. So as of now, 130 on the higher side and 150, 110 on the lower side. These are the levels to watch out for.
All right. On that note, thank you so much, Samit, Soumya, as well as Vivek for joining us on the show and help our viewers track all the important stocks in trade today. But before we wrap it up, here's a very exciting excerpt for you. If you are scouting for funds for sponsoring or rather for funding your dream wedding, well, Abhishek Bondia, the founder, SecureNow.in, has got in touch with us. We spoke to him about how to tackle your financial dilemma when you're getting married. Should you opt for a loan or redeem funds? Also, what does a wedding insurance cover? Catch all of this in this excerpt.
Recently, has been a huge uptake on personal loans. So it is possible to get personal loans, but primarily based upon your income generating capacity. So banks and NBFCs look at your income tax returns, your recent salary slips, and based upon that, they would give you a personal loan. They would, of course, take into account how much can you pay via EMI, and then assess the loan amount. Typically, the loan tenure is around 1 to 2 years is what you will be able to get.
Abhishek,
in some cases even more.
Right. You were just mentioning about taking insurances for individuals, but is there a wedding insurance along with loans that one can opt for?
Of course. If you look at the amount of expenditure that a person incurs for a wedding, there is a lot at stake, and there's a lot at stake for that one particular day of the wedding.